Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to introduce Adrienne. Adrienne has multiple sclerosis and is from England. Welcome, Adrienne.
Oh, good morning, Linda. Nice to speak to you and everybody else.
Thank you. I can still remember meeting you.
Yeah,
That was
long time ago.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, when were you diagnosed with MS?
About 1977.
A long time ago. Mhm.
A long time ago, yeah.
How old were you?
27.
And how did the diagnosis affect you?
Well, I think it's because MS wasn't really talked about, and it was sort of like a bolt out of the blue. I went to see the specialist, and he just said, "Oh, I think you've got MS, but I can't say 100% you've got it, but 99%, and go for lumbar puncture."
Mhm.
So I ended up years later getting a lumbar puncture, which was very painful, and didn't really tell me anything different, so it's a bit of a waste of time.
And what were your symptoms at that time?
I was just kept tripping over, when I was walking, and really the pins and needles in my legs, really, and slight blurring of vision. But that was when I was 27, so you don't really notice it, do you? Because you've got children and you've got to keep going.
Yeah. So what happened in the years in between finding LDN?
It just gradually got worse and worse. I had a brother who was 15 months older than me. He died about 5 years ago, so at the age of 52 or something like that. So I was merely watching him decline and knowing that I was going to decline. But thank goodness I didn't decline as quickly as he did. I think thanks to hyperbaric oxygen treatment and LDN. So the LDN has been what is most positive contribution to the alleviation of the symptoms. It sort of stopped the spasming and made me less likely to fall asleep during the day. It cut down an enormous amount of fatigue and make me more mentally acute.
Yes.
And helped with my speech, I think. Those are just a few things I can remember, benefiting when they have sort of continued.
Yes.
So
when did you start taking LDN?
I think it was about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that.
And were you able to get it from your own GP, or did you have to get a private prescription?
I had a very understanding GP who agreed to more or less go with whatever I wanted to do. Apart from the cannabis, he said definitely no, I couldn't have that. The cannabis full stop,
Yes.
The cannabis-based, I've forgotten its name at the moment. But I had an acquaintance at the hyperbaric oxygen treatment at the MS Centre, and she went on about how brilliant it was, how she was managing to walk. So I looked into got the information sent by you, gave it to the doctor, and he agreed to let me have a go at it.
And what did you find it did for you initially? Did you have any side effects?
This is a slight sleep disturbance, which nowadays still happens, but only mildly, and it's quite entertaining at times. But that's about the only difference, bad effects that I had.
So how?
Fine.
So how would you sum up what LDN has done for you?
Well, LDN has given me a positive form of action to do, rather than sitting back and letting everything get worse and worse. It makes me feel as though I am contributing a little bit into improving, in inverted commas, my condition. And it's helped with the undesirable side effects of lethargy and spasming and the mental fogginess, because all the other medications suggested and tried by myself hasn't really helped at all. Didn't help with the spasms, and all it tended to send me doolally, and I wasn't probably in control of my mental capacity. You know,
and that's a horrible feeling.
Pardon?
That's a horrible feeling when you don't feel in control mentally, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're aware of it. You're aware of yourself saying stupid things, and you can't stop.
I know.
So that has helped from that point of view.
Well, that's good.
It's been able to sort of act on it without the horrible side effects of the other medications.
Yes. What would you say to other people who have MS who are contemplating trying LDN?
I would certainly recommend it, but I must say there's been once or twice that I have recommended it. It really hasn't helped the person concerned. So I think horses for courses, to be honest.
Yes.
You can try it. You've nothing to lose by trying it, and only something to gain if it works for you.
Yes.
And I would recommend it as far as I could, you know, but at least to each person has to work out their own, you know, what's better than their own salvation. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your story with us.
Okay, then it's fine, Linda, and thank you very much for all the help and assistance you've given me over the last 5 years or so.